Hi guys, my name is Isha and I teach IELTS and PTE. PTE has made a lot of changes, all of you must be aware as of now from 7th of August. If you're planning to give your exam on 7th of August or after 7th of August, this video is going to be helpful. I'm going to address all the recent changes that are going to happen from 7th of August in this video. Is PTE going to be more difficult now? Whether we'll be able to do PTE or not? Should we leave PTE and go towards IELTS? I am going to address each and every doubt in this video, so stay tuned with me till the end of it. Let's start with the biggest change of PTE. That is in the speaking module. Earlier in the speaking module, we were just having 5 questions, but from 7th of August, we will be having 7 questions. 2 new questions have been added, which includes summarizing a group discussion and respond to a situation. So now we'll be having in total 7 questions, which includes read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, summarize a group discussion, respond to a situation, and answer short questions. This question is going to contribute to speaking as well as to the listening module. You will be getting 2 to 3 of these questions. So basically there is going to be an audio where 3 people are going to discuss with each other and you have to summarize that entire group discussion in 2 minutes or so. Let's move ahead to respond to a situation. This was already there in PTE Core, so we are going to follow the same pattern whatever we are teaching to our students as of now in PTE Core as well. So how the addition of these 2 questions is going to affect the scoring of PTE speaking module? The simple answer is that the priority of the top 4 questions, which is read alouds, repeat sentences, describe image, and retell lecture, is going to reduce a bit because of the addition of these 2 questions. Now let's discuss about the human checking and human intervention. Earlier we used to have only 2 questions, that are describe image and retell lecture, that were being checked by a human if the AI is going to flag those questions. However, PTE has made a recent announcement and the recent change says that not just 2 questions but 7 questions will be checked by a human checker if the AI flags those questions. So let's discuss about all those 7 questions. The first one is going to be describe image, retell lecture, summarizing a discussion, respond to a situation, summarize written text, essay, and summarize spoken text. So now the question arises that if this human check is going to come, how it is going to change our PTE score? The simple answer to this is that you have to be more appropriate, more accurate with your content portion. If you're talking about describe image, you have to actually talk about the key aspects given in the image, not just anything out of the template or the memorized or structured answers. Apart from that, in retell lecture question, again, the phrases that you're picking up should be relevant, should be there in the audio. Again, for summarize group discussion and respond to a situation, your content has to be relevant enough and you have to actually talk about the things that were being spoken in the audio among the speakers during the discussion part. So now the question arises that if this human checker is going to intervene, how the scores of PTE will get affected? The simple answer is that in describe image, you have to be more relevant with your content. You have to talk about the key elements. You have to compare different elements that are being given in the image. In retell lecture, the phrases that we are mentioning should be relevant, should be actually there in the audio. I have seen students that they just take 2 words and then they combine those 2 keywords together and they think that they're making a phrase, which is not going to happen anymore. I always ask my students to at least look for 10 to 12 phrases if you're looking forward to get 8 band scores. Moving ahead to summarize group discussion and respond to a situation. Again, the answer can have a template, but the way you are using the template, it should not look like a memorized answer. The things that were being mentioned in the group discussion needs to be there in your answer, which should gel in really well. And then moving ahead to writing an essay, again the content is going to play a crucial role. Earlier students used to just mention the keyword and the main topic. That is not going to work anymore, of course. We need to actually talk about the topic. We need to address the question well with respect to the content that we are writing. That means the students need to inculcate the lengthy points from their point of view itself. So we need to work more on the content, which means that the students need to inculcate more lengthy, relevant, accurate content and address the question really well to get the marks in the content portion of it. And the last question is summarize spoken text. Earlier in summarize spoken text, if you were including around 10 to 12 keywords, now we can work on including the phrases or adding more keywords, which might include 15 to 20 keywords as well. Moving ahead to summarize spoken text, again you're getting more marks for the content. That means the keywords or the phrases that you're noting down should be relevant and accurate. Again, like I said, that I'm going to discuss about all these aspects in detail in my upcoming videos. So make sure that you've subscribed to our channel already. And do not panic, I am here with you guys to definitely help you out. Let's move ahead to the biggest change from 7th of August. That is, the content is going to be the priority for Pearson from now onwards. When I say this, the content is now going to contribute more marks. Let's take some examples over here. Let's discuss about the questions of which the marks of content will be increased from 7th of August. The first question is describe image, which used to be 15 marks and we used to get 5 for content, 5 for fluency and 5 for pronunciation, but now the content will give you 6 marks. In retell lecture also, the content used to be 5, fluency used to be 5 and pronunciation also 5, but now the content will be of 6 marks, which shows that you have to add more phrases and more relevant and accurate phrases. And then in the 2 new questions, which is summarizing a group discussion and respond to a situation, the content is again going to be of 6 marks each. Moving ahead to summarize written text, where the content was just of 2 marks and now the content is going to fetch you 4 marks. The next question is essay, where the content used to be just of 3 marks and now it has been doubled because it will give you 6 marks. So you need to again add relevant points. You need to make your own sentences rather than relying too much on the template. Moving ahead to the development, structure and coherence of the essay, it used to give you 2 marks and now 6 marks. That means the ideas that you are writing should be well linked. They need to have a coherence, they need to have well connectivity with each other. And then the general linguistic range of the essay used to give you 2 marks, now it will give you 6 marks, which means the vocabulary part that you're writing in your essay again should be relatable to the essay itself. And the last change of the content is in summarize spoken text. It used to give you 2 marks and now it will give you 4 marks. Again, I will say the keywords or the phrases that you're noting down, you need to increase the number of those keywords or phrases to get more marks for the content portion of it. Let's move ahead to the changes in the number of questions that you're going to see from 7th of August. For describe image, earlier we used to get 3 to 4 questions, but now you'll be getting 5 to 6 questions. For retell lecture, earlier we used to get 1 to 2 questions, but now we will be getting 2 to 3 questions of retell lecture. Summarize written text, earlier we used to get 1 to 2, but now you'll be getting 2 questions of summarize written text. Earlier students used to get 1 question of essay and sometimes 2, but now definitely you're only going to get 1 essay question. Summarize spoken text, earlier there used to be 1 to 2 questions, but now you're only going to have 1 question of summarize spoken text. Reading multiple choice questions, single or multiple, earlier used to be 1 or 2 questions, but now you'll be getting 2 to 3 questions. Same goes for listening multiple choice question, multiple and as well as single questions. Earlier we used to have 1 to 2 questions, but now you'll be getting 2 to 3 questions. Highlight correct summary, before we used to have 1 or 2 questions. From 7th of August, you'll be getting 2 to 3 questions of highlight correct summary. Now let's discuss about the changes in the distribution of the marks. The very first change is in the read aloud itself. Earlier read aloud used to give marks to speaking as well as to the reading module, but the biggest change has now arrived because the read aloud is only going to give you marks for the speaking module. What does this shows? This shows that you have to do more efforts for your reading module now. You actually need to have the understanding of the context, because no more you can rely on the marks from read aloud from the speaking module. You need to have a stronger base and the stronger understanding of the reading and writing fill in the blanks and reading fill in the blanks to get a better score in the reading module itself. Moving ahead to answer short questions, earlier they used to contribute to speaking as well as to the listening module, but now they will only give marks to the listening module. I don't think so that it is going to bring a really big change as of now. Moving ahead, the addition of 2 new questions, which is respond to a situation and summarizing a discussion, is going to reduce the priority of the top 5 questions that we used to have, which includes read aloud, repeat sentences, describe image, and retell lecture, because the marks will now get distributed among 7 questions of PTE speaking. Moving ahead, to summarize written text, earlier the content used to give only 2 marks, now content will be giving 4 marks, which shows that it will be giving more marks to the reading module. So try to get full marks in your summarized written text if you still think that your reading is weak. And the last change is in the reading and writing fill in the blanks. Earlier they used to contribute to both reading as well as to the writing module. Now it will be only contributing to the reading module itself. That means the priority of essay is going to increase. You need to improve your writing module itself to get a better score. Of course, few of the marks are also going to come from the listening module. So what we can basically infer from all these changes? The first thing is that PTE is now going to prioritize content over memorized templates or memorized structures. You need to have a better understanding of the English language, you need to have a better understanding of the topic, and you need to work actually on your skill of improving the English rather than relying too much on the memorized answers or rote learning. So now the question arises, is PTE more difficult now, or we should leave PTE and go towards IELTS? No, I won't say you this thing. What I'm trying to say over here is that PTE has definitely become a little bit more difficult. That means if earlier the difficulty level of PTE was 6 out of 10, now it is going to be 7.5 out of 10. But do not worry, my dear students, we are here to help you. We are going to bring a complete series where we'll be discussing about each and every step of how you can still ace your PTE exam and get a really good score. In my next video, I am going to discuss about the 2 new questions that are summarizing a discussion and respond to a situation with a complete comprehensive analysis along with the new templates that you need to follow to ace in your PTE exam. I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you're not under this fear that, oh, we won't be able to do PTE now. You will definitely be able to do it. It's just the small changes here and there, and a person should be always ready to accept the change. Change is the part and parcel of our life. Signing off from today's video, I am Isha. Once again, thank you so much for watching me till the end. If you're looking forward to get classes from us, you can contact us on this number. You can also follow us on our socials, which is Facebook, TikTok, as well as Instagram. I'm gonna see you in my classes. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.